Have you ever wondered about the last known encounter with the Colorado grizzly bear? In the crisp autumn of September 1979, an ordinary day turned extraordinary for Ed Wiseman, a seasoned hunting guide from Colorado. Wiseman found himself in the remote wilderness near the headwaters of the Navajo River. The towering mountains, the rustling leaves, and the placid river were his only companions, or so he thought. As he navigated the terrain, an unexpected visitor crossed his path, a grizzly bear. This wasn't just any encounter, this was the meeting of man and beast, a clash of survival instincts. The grizzly, a formidable force of nature, charged at Wiseman. The attack was swift, brutal, and unanticipated. But Wiseman, seasoned by years of wilderness experience, wasn't going down without a fight. The struggle was intense, a dance of life and death. Wiseman, through a combination of courage, wit, and sheer will, managed to survive the encounter. He walked away with scars, both physical and emotional, but he lived to tell the tale. It was a tale that would be etched in the annals of Colorado's wildlife history. Upon investigation, the bear that had attacked Wiseman was confirmed to be a grizzly. This was significant. The grizzly bear, once a common sight in Colorado, had become a rarity. Over the years, their numbers had dwindled due to hunting, habitat loss, and human encroachment. This encounter, as harrowing as it was, marked the last confirmed sighting of the species in Colorado. The grizzly bear, an emblem of the state's wild past, seemed to have vanished into the shadows of the mountains, leaving behind a legacy of awe and respect. The wilderness of Colorado, once their home, was now just a reminder of their existence. That was the last time anyone saw a grizzly bear in Colorado, or was it? As we delve deeper into this story, we'll explore the aftermath of this encounter, the current status of grizzlies in Colorado, and the potential for their future return. So stay tuned. The tale of the Colorado grizzly bear is far from over. So, what happened after this fateful encounter? The aftermath of Ed Wiseman's brush with the grizzly bear in September 1979 has been as dramatic as the encounter itself. The incident sparked a widespread debate on the existence of grizzlies in Colorado, a debate that still continues to this day. Over the years, there have been numerous reported sightings of grizzlies. Each sighting has fueled the hope that these magnificent creatures might still be roaming the wilderness of Colorado. Yet, each sighting, when investigated, has failed to provide conclusive evidence. Some sightings have been attributed to misidentification, with black bears being mistaken for grizzlies. Others have been dismissed as hoaxes or wishful thinking. In the following years, extensive efforts were made to find grizzlies in Colorado. Biologists, conservationists, and bear enthusiasts alike scoured the wilderness, traversing the rugged terrain and exploring the remote high country. They set up camera traps, collected hair samples for DNA testing, and even used trained dogs to sniff out bear scat. But all these efforts ended in vain. Even the most promising leads turned out to be dead ends. In the mid-90s, a hair sample that was initially thought to be from a grizzly turned out to be from a black bear. In the early 2000s, a blurry photograph that caused a stir turned out to be of a hiker's husky. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, the belief that grizzlies might still be out there has refused to die. It's a belief fueled by hope, by the allure of the unknown, and by the desire to reclaim a piece of Colorado's wild heritage. It's a belief that keeps the debate alive, that keeps people searching, and that keeps the story of Colorado's grizzlies from fading into oblivion. Despite the reported sightings, no concrete evidence has been found to prove the existence of grizzlies in Colorado since 1979. So we are left to wonder, was Ed Wiseman's encounter truly the last sighting of a grizzly in Colorado? Or are there still grizzlies out there hidden in the wilderness waiting to be discovered? Now, let's jump to the present. What's the current status of the Colorado grizzly bear? Today, the grizzly bear is considered extinct in the state of Colorado. The last confirmed sighting was that fateful encounter with Ed Wiseman back in September of 1979. The grizzly bear, once a symbol of the Wild West, has been wiped off the Colorado landscape. This is largely due to human encroachment on their natural habitats, unregulated hunting, and the overall degradation of their ecosystems. The extinction of the Colorado grizzly bear is a grim reminder of the consequences of our actions on wildlife and their habitats. The absence of the grizzly bear has had significant impacts on the Colorado ecosystem. Grizzlies are apex predators, meaning they sit at the top of the food chain. Their role is critical in maintaining the balance of the ecosystem. They control the population of other species, and their foraging habits help to distribute seeds and nutrients. Without them, the equilibrium of the ecosystem is disrupted, leading to unforeseen consequences. Many scientists and conservationists have been vocal about the loss of the grizzly bear. They argue that the extinction of the species in Colorado is a massive loss to the state's biodiversity. These experts stress the importance of preserving remaining wildlife and their habitats to prevent further loss. There are also those who advocate for the reintroduction of the grizzly bear into Colorado. They believe that bringing back the grizzly bear could help restore balance to the ecosystem and contribute to the state's natural heritage. However, this idea is not without controversy. Reintroduction presents challenges, such as potential conflicts with human populations, and requires careful planning and consideration. Yet, it's important to remember that the story of the Colorado grizzly bear is not just about the bear itself. It's a story about our relationship with nature, about respect, coexistence, and the delicate balance of life. It's a story that serves as a reminder of the fragility of our ecosystems and our responsibility to protect them. As of today, the Colorado grizzly bear is a chapter of history, but there's a twist in the tale. But what if the story of the Colorado grizzly bear is not over yet? As we look towards the future, there's a simmering debate about reintroducing grizzlies into Colorado's landscape. Some argue that these bears could play a pivotal role in restoring the ecosystem. They are, after all, apex predators, and their presence can help keep other wildlife populations in check. However, reintroduction efforts are not without challenges. There are concerns about human-bear conflicts and the bear's adaptability to a landscape that has dramatically changed since their departure. There's also the question of public acceptance. Some Coloradans welcome the idea, intrigued by the prospect of once again sharing their home with these majestic creatures. Others, though, are wary, fearing for their safety and the potential impact on their livelihoods. The debate continues, and the future of the Colorado grizzly bear hangs in the balance. Only time will tell if we will once again witness the majestic grizzly bear roaming the Colorado wilderness.